So Ideogram just released their new version Ideogram 2.0, which basically offers various features like photography styles, better typography, and new color palette option. But the best of all is that this new update provides amazing, very ultra realistic photos that I bet you haven't seen before. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see this AI image generator, and we're also going to compare results with Midjourney as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so here I am in the homepage of Ideogram 2.0, and basically by the look of this new website, you guys can clearly get an idea like Ideogram has completely redesigned their new website where we get different options right now. So in that we have Explore page, My Images, and then you have the categories of realistic where you can go ahead and get access to the realistic images that people or the Ideogram community have created for you. So you can take a look into that and get an idea of what exactly this is, all right? Then we have like design, 3D, anime. So I've tested out this amazing AI free image generator, and according to me, this is the most AI realistic image generator, all right? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and test exactly that. I'm gonna be running some AI realistic prompts and we'll be comparing that to Midjourney. So if we go ahead and go into the create section, so you guys can see we get few of the more options. So we have styles implemented right in the create section where we have auto, general, realistic, design, 3D, and anime. And on right, we have the same old magic prompt, aspect ratio, visibility, model, where now we get the 2.0 latest model, and then we have a new option which is color palette. So now you can go ahead and integrate color palettes in Ideogram, or you can import your own colors as well. But for that, it will ask you for the plus subscription, all right? So first of all, I'm going to type in my prompt in Ideogram 2.0, that ultra realistic candid shot of a young couple laughing together in a busy street, all right? So this is basically kind of a complex prompt, and in the settings, I'm going to turn my magic prompt on because obviously if you saw my recent videos, it does a lot of magic to the images just by turning on the magic prompt, right? Then I'll be having my aspect ratio as 9:16. Then the rendering is going to be default. And over here, I'm going to choose my style as realistic, all right? So this is really important. You have to take full advantage of the new styles that Ideogram has provided you by now, all right? So now let's just go ahead and generate this. Alright guys, so take a look at these images, right? How beautiful these all are. So you know what's the main highlight about this Ideogram? It basically does not provide you the stylized images that you see in like Stable Diffusion or Midjourney. It provides you a very ultra realistic images with very ultra realistic scene, which may have a bit of a defects because obviously if you talk about really ultra realistic, it may have some defects, but the first side on the images look absolutely good. Like take a look at these images, right? So we have kind of a busy street in the background. We have a young couple, people are moving here and there. That's why we have this kind of exposure. So if I go ahead and compare the same results with Midjourney, alright, so here are both of the results, you guys. On left, we have the image of Ideogram, and on right, we have of Midjourney. So if I go ahead and zoom in a little bit, so you guys can see the Midjourney image might seem a bit pleasing to you. These are very accurate, very good bokeh effects. But if you talk about the realism, like ultra realism, so yeah, according to that, the Ideogram absolutely nailed that, right? Like take a look at the colors, the natural lighting, the people in the background. But the Midjourney provides very strong complexion, very strong lighting in the image, which clearly, you know, by the first saw, clearly depicts that this is some kind of a AI generated images, because these images are really stylized. We don't see any natural colors in that. But if you talk about Ideogram, so wow, this is kind of a result we see in Stable Diffusion, like really ultra realistic with very realistic lighting. And yeah, this looks absolutely fantastic, you guys, right? Alright, so next, if I go ahead and compare some more results, so here is ultra realistic close-up portrait of a young woman with striking blue eyes and freckles, her hair slightly tousled by the weight. So you guys can clearly take an idea. This looks really realistic, you guys. Why? Because of the lighting, you guys, right? Like take a look at the natural lighting of the sun that is coming to her face. And yeah, all the images turned out absolutely perfect. We don't see any imperfection in that. And yeah, the images turned out really beautiful. So if I go ahead and compare that with Midjourney, so take a look at the results, you guys. On left, we have the result of Ideogram, and the image look really realistic. But on right, the Midjourney, obviously the resolution is really good. The image looks really solid. But if you talk about ultra realism, because right now Everybody is bored of getting that stylized results. That clearly looks that this is some kind of a AI generated image. But on the other hand, if you talk about Ideogram, it basically provides very, very realistic results. Like these kind of results, they are really hard to judge. Like whether it's a real image or whether it's AI generated. I'll be easily fooled with these kind of results, but this one, yeah, this clearly shows that this is an AI image. This is not real, right? Alright, so the next one we have ultra realistic candid shot of a young man playing the guitar, and this is some kind of a landscape, a portrait, and wow, take a look at these results, right? These look really, really realistic. Like take a look at the detail in the shirts, his hands, everything looks top notch, really, really perfect. And if you go ahead and compare the results with Midjourney, so yeah, these are both of the results. I'm not saying, the Midjourney results look bad. They look great as well. But yeah, the lighting, that looks really, really artificial. But if you talk about the ultra realism, the naturalism in the image, so yeah, Ideogram absolutely nails it, right? So yeah, that's why Ideogram is basically one of the best AI most realistic image generator that you can go ahead and use free online without any subscription. So that is absolutely amazing, okay? So next, we have kind of a fashion photograph of a male model wearing a rugged oversized bomber jacket, and these are the results it came out with. Looks very natural, very, very rich in colors, and the lighting especially is really, really natural, right? We don't see any imperfection in the image. But if you go ahead and compare that with Midjourney, so yeah, here are both of the results side by side. So yeah, if I'm gonna go ahead and choose, I'll choose Midjourney in that because yeah, it looks really, really good. Like the images are really, really pleasing. But on the other hand, if you are a guy that is more into ultra realism, so you'll absolutely love the images that Ideogram has created over here. Just because, it's simple. Because of the natural colors, because of the natural lighting, the images turned out really, really good. But if you talk about which image is more pleasing, so obviously I'm gonna go with Midjourney for that, okay? Alright, so I basically went ahead and created few images of, animals as well. So here is a professional portrait photograph of a golden retriever. And yeah, the images turned out absolutely great, you guys, right? It's very, very realistic. There isn't any imperfection in that. And yeah, it's absolutely great, you guys, right? So if you go ahead and compare that with Midjourney, so here we go. On left, we have Ideogram. And on right, you guys can see very strong punchy colors in Midjourney image. But on the other hand, very real, very natural colors in the image of Ideogram, right, you guys? Alright, so now here I have another result of portrait photograph of French bulldog who's wearing a stylish leather jacket. So yeah, you guys guess like which image is of which AI tool and which one looks better to you guys. So yeah, this time on right we have Ideogram and on left we have Midjourney. So you guys can clearly see if you talk about which one looks natural. So obviously I'm gonna go with Ideogram on right, but on the left, the Midjourney one, I'm not sure about that. This one looks really, really artificial. Like obviously the bokeh effect is really strong, and yeah, like take a look at the detailing into his jacket. It looks good, but if you talk about like how well it performed with the image, like which one is natural, so obviously for that, I'm gonna go with Ideogram, right? So there you go, guys. This was a quick overview of the new Ideogram 2.0, like how realistic this AI tool has become. So we specifically talk about some of the AI realistic images. We compared that to Midjourney. So yeah, I hope you like this video, guys, and I'll see you in some other one. Until then, take care, bye-bye.